Hi guys, I'm planning to teach 100 plus unique security issues. You must start learning from lesson 0, otherwise you will not be understanding. Even if you understand, you will not be creative. Training you end to end is my responsibility even if you don't have any basic skills. I have already uploaded around 27 videos which is length around like 7 to 8 hours. Search in YouTube for Uday Datrak Bug Bounty. I'll be daily uploading at least 1 or 2 videos. Within just 50 hours, you will be learning 100 plus unique security issues and many ways to hack a website. And with this course, you will be able to find jobs easily on penetration testing or security testing or a cyber security specialist, because I am covering end to end about web application security testing. Okay, subscribe guys for daily alerts. Uh, Today we'll talk about another issue called robots.txt information disclosure. Before that, we'll talk about, this is the security issue actually. The severity of the security issue changes from high to low or medium. I'll tell you based on that how we can give the rating as high or medium or low. Before going further, we need to talk about what is robots.txt file. So here I searched in Google for robots.txt file and I opened one result. So it's explaining about what is robots.txt. It is robot.txt is a text file used for, typically tells the search engine how to crawl the pages of a website. Let's say your website has around 100,000 pages. There will be some sensitive pages in some folders, so you don't want them to be crawled by the Google. What do I mean by crawled by Google? Means like crawling, like spidering the web application. So like Google will spider your complete web application and it will store all the path names on the Google server. Like if someone searches for something, then based on the information on that, it will show some paths. For example, this is the structure. If you see robots.txt file, you will see something called disallow or disallow. Like this is the folder actually. So like bullpen, this folder shouldn't be crawled by the any search engines. This means, for example, you could see one website like robots.txt file. So if you want some particular folders in or files in your server shouldn't be crawled by Google or any other search engine, then you need to put as disallow colon the folder paths, all the folder paths. Then Google will not touch that particular folder paths or files in that in order to crawl. Like, so I'll be showing one example guys. Like if you want to find out the robots.txt file for any web application, first you need to, like, let's say you got some application for security testing like localhost, then you just need to append robots.txt to it to see like any sensitive files are there. Let me open that like my application Datrak. Let's say I got this application for security testing. Then I just need to put robots.txt in the end to see like any sensitive information disclosed there or not. Any sensitive file paths are there in that. Okay, it is showing some path like disallow log / log. So that means it is telling that crawlers, like a third party engines, that not to crawl the files or in this particular folder. So now I'll try to access directly here by looking at this path, because I came to know that there is particular folder in that. Okay, now it is showing as this particular folder is not found on the server. So I'll try to change this particular path and guess to like what will be he would have changed it, because maybe he thought that this particular folder path could have crawled by Google earlier, and he would have changed that particular folder name to something else. See, like logs. So you'll have to try for that. So how will you guess? I'll tell you. You don't have to guess much now. Your job is first, is to open robots.txt file, and if you see some folder names, just report it as a low level issue. And if you come across anything like log file, you report it as a medium level issue, any sensitive folder. And if you can access this particular folder, just like I shown you before, like log or logs, and if it's shown the contents like this, then you should report it as a high level issue, saying that robots.txt information disclosure, this has disclosed a particular folder path in the robots.txt file, and then using that I was able to access the confidential information on the server like logs, access.log. So I like access.log file contains the complete information about the all the requests made to the server. Like you can see, these are the IP addresses. This is the particular date we got a request from this particular IP address, and the get request, someone requested for this particular file. This is the HTTP response code, and this is the HTTP response code, HTTP response data size. Like particular, for example, style.css, there are 2584 characters or bytes within that particular file. So sometimes I'll talk about this particular log file later, because we need to know lots of information about that. Now we only stick to the robots.txt file. So I'll talk about my experience. I was able to find critical issue using robots.txt file. Just as I told you an example, I found it 7-8 times. The log file path, using the log file path, then I particularly brute forced it, and then I was able to access the log files inside that, which contains the sensitive information like email addresses, sometimes the usernames and passwords which are sent over the get request. Like whenever any websites accepts the username and password over the get request, the username and password will be stored in the access.log file itself. So whatever the request you are sending over get request, so all the request parameters will be stored in the access.log file. Then I was able to log in as any user within the application. So this is very important, guys. And also sometimes I'm not only talking about the log files here. Some companies contains the sensitive information like resumes or internal meetings. Like if you come across such folders, you need to brute force. You don't worry about like what I mean by brute force now. In the later sessions I will be showing you how to brute force for a password, or else how to guess for all the files in this particular folder using some easy tools. It's not a rocket science. That will take only 2 minutes, but we'll only stick to this issue. Now we'll talk in 2-3 different scenarios. Now how will you check? Like when you have got some website for security testing like localhost, then you need to open robots.txt to check the contents in it. Let's say you have got an application for testing like this, localhost/dathrak, then you need to just add robots.txt to this particular application. Let's say you have got hello. Something like localhost. Let's say this is a website you got for testing. Then how you need to check? hello.localhost/robots.txt. And also sometimes you cannot see robots.txt files. Not sometimes, many times you cannot see this robot.txt in a particular subdomain. Then for this subdomain means like hello, there is one dot, extra dot is there, right? Dot and website name. So now what you need to do is you have to remove hello dot, and then you have to check it on the main domain instead of subdomain. I'll also talk about the subdomains and main domains later. Then just 3 variations, guys. let's say like you got a site for testing, just append robots.txt. Sometimes if you there will be website which is holder in a particular folder. For that, what you need to do, you can also first you need to search like this, and also like you can do one more attempt. You can also do like this. If you get like this particular application, any format like this, and if you get any website for testing like this, you just append something like robot.txt, or else remove this subdomain and then put this robot.txt. So what is the recommendation, guys? Just don't disclose any sensitive file path information over here in the robots.txt. And second thing, what will be the impact if the attacker can see these files? Then he will be brute forcing for subfolders and files, and he can access the files directly if the website is not protected against the, like, forcible browsing. That's another issue we'll talk later. This is very simple, guys. You just have to put robots.txt, find the file name, and at least report as low level security issue. But remember, this is very important for external penetration testing, because I myself found many critical issues using this approach. When we talk about external penetration testing, the website owner will not give you the credentials. So you have to use the combination of low level vulnerabilities like this, and then you have to brute force, and then you need to take it to the critical level, like stealing the sensitive information on the server kind of thing. So don't take this issue lightly. Yes, so that's what I want to tell you. Thank you, guys.